The University of East Anglia is delighted to have launched its first international writing program in 2013 with a course in India. In March this year, the university conducted its first creative writing course at the Indian Council of Cultural Relations, Kolkata, led by award-winning author and UEA Professor of Contemporary Literature, Amit Chaudhary.
This is a pioneering effort. Nothing like this has happened in India before. The idea has been circulating in the University of East Anglia for a while, and this is the first time it's has taken program overseas in the form of this inaugural 8-day fiction workshop.
And distinguished London-based novelist Ramesh Gunesekera.
We've done something I think very special in getting together here to talk about writing, to talk about fiction, how it works, to discuss fiction as well as create new stories.
The 8-day-long workshop was open to participants globally and comprised 22 talented aspiring writers from different parts of India, the United Kingdom and the United States of America.
I just love the idea of coming to a workshop, and it has absolutely lived up to all my expectations. It was fantastic to be able to work with a group of extremely talented writers from across the subcontinent, across the globe, and to work with two such fine writers who are each using different skills and different techniques to draw out the very best in all of us.
We arrived in the great heat of Kolkata, and it was a city I only knew from books. I think we're all grateful to the tutors for allowing us to indulge our passion for talking about literature and learning to talk about it in a very thoughtful, precise manner. I think we're also grateful that they have shattered any illusions that it's an easy path to write a novel. I've appreciated the realities, but I think we'll all be very motivated and encouraged to give it our very best shot. And we couldn't have asked for better teachers in both those aspects than Ramesh and Amit. An absolute pleasure.
The program is the brainchild of Amit Chaudhary and Professor John Cook, Director of Creative and Performing Arts at UEA, and builds on current writing initiatives including the Charles Pick South Asia Fellowship and the university's collaboration with Gargiel Masterclasses.
We made the selection process a pretty rigorous one. Around 115 applications came in, and 24 got chosen.
Pinky's appa had told Dodappa what a gold mine it was. A plum in Pasangudi real estate waiting to be leached at by. Before he could finish, Pinky had strapped her Velcro sandals, opened the gate, jumped over the dry gutter and run into her new playground.
When I say a third, I would expect it to be that much gold.
Oh, okay. No, I was taking it from the middle, so I wasn't sure what it was.
I mean, you all have been editing your work and thinking about it all, but I'm sure not as ruthlessly as you should. Think about, again, just how ruthlessly you can do it and what would be the name.
Learning from two established writers like Amit Chaudhary and Ramesh Gunesekera was fantastic. It was a great opportunity to observe them up close and see what they can, they can teach us and talk about their own process and actually help us figure out a way forward.
I work with HSBC Bank, and what worked for me here is to know that there are many other writers like me who work and go through the same doubts, dilemma and struggle. And also what worked for me is the support that we got from the two instructors, Amit and Ramesh, which worked wonderfully for me. They've let us breathe as well as taught us invaluable things about being a first-time writer who wants to be published.
Mother took only twice, and finally knelt on the bed and asked God to fuck him. And by the time he asked God to fuck himself, she had slept. The second night was a night of discovery. She discovered that he was not in the habit of wearing underwear. either tied, loose, torn, bombarded, cockroach eaten, elastic loose. When it finally tuned the moment of brackets for in her wildest fantasy, she imagined Obama, the most powerful man on earth, was screwing her. Bracket close. Sexual ecstasy. She got hold of the zip of his pants and pulled it down and hard and heard, Amma! And when she woke up, she discovered that he had gone, that the honeymoon was over. But before leaving, he was decent enough to kiss her, though she was fast asleep. And the only thing of worry to her was that he did it during the process of brushing his teeth.
It goes on and on, actually.
In a literary situation, you say that something is disturbing. Is that necessarily bad?
No, I'm not saying it was bad. I'm saying
you're saying it's a better piece than the last one.
Last one in terms of everything, but this is more entertaining. The last one was about suicide and also it just took us to, at least took me to a very dark place. This one was really entertaining. I kept up with them even like till the end.
So you're not saying, are you by any chance that an entertaining work is better than a work which takes you to a dark place?
No, it's subjective. I'm not saying. I'm just saying from a personal point of view, if you place both his writings in front of me, I would pick this one because this one really, and this needs a longer version.
Are you trying to say that because this is quite dark as well, but are you saying it's better than
it's less darker for sure. Less darker for sure. But no, I'm saying this one is more entertaining for a person like me.
I'm an environment lawyer from Chandigarh. It's been an amazing learning experience and an absolute honor and privilege to be here, honestly. And for a novice writer, this is an amazing platform to jumpstart into something which is could be a great future.
Now, right at the beginning, with the very first workshop, but it has, and that's a great surprise, and it confirms the fact that something like this taking place in India, in Calcutta, has the potential to attract participants, but not only participants, but emerging writers of excellence.
The first UA India Creative Writing Workshop took place in collaboration with the British Council India and Oxford Bookstore, Kolkata.
You know, I said no to many books that have got a lot of acclaim. I said no to White Tiger in Random, for example. The book that many of you might have read and liked. Certainly many critics abroad have won the Booker Prize. And you will, if your agent is good, get a publisher who, hopefully an editor who is consistently with your kind of writing. The third reason, of course, is money. And again, I'm going to be speaking into it. Of course, if I have authors who don't have agents, I pay them less. If I don't have an agent to bully, otherwise, Amit's agent or Ramesh's agent is saying, sorry, it's not enough. You have to, pay a little bit extra. And the one
such excellent students for the first workshop, and such an excellent range, such an interesting range of students in terms of nationality, ethnicity, but also social and economic background. There were all kinds of people here.
Along with the Charles Fick South Asia Fellowship, the university's India-related activities, and a planned annual translation course in India led by the British Centre of Literary Translation at the University of East Anglia.